reading for just some of you, or it might for a lot of you. I don't know what the energy that I'm going to pull. Okay, once I pull it through, I will be first describing your energy, because that would help you to understand then that whether it's you and your energy that is getting connected to or not. Alright, and when that's done, then you can watch continue to see for the rest of the reading. I would generally advise you to at least keep watching for some time, because otherwise sometimes the energy might not fully match, or you might not be fully aware as to how your energy is working. So for that, I'd advise you to just watch the entire reading, and if you do not feel connected or understood at any point, you can of course watch other readings that I have posted, or maybe just there are other many great readings that are there on YouTube, right? Okay, and also on my channel, by the way. Okay, so we will be doing a spread, right? We will be doing a spread. Now the first few cards that I will be picking up is going to actually describe your energy, okay? So universe, please help me pick up on the energy, the group that I'm channeling. Thank you. I hope the cards are visible. Strong fire energy, something to clarify. Nice. And on the bottom we have the Hermit. Let's just keep it there. I hope it's in the frame. Okay, so strong. If I go by zodiac signs, I go by all the fire signs, and then we specifically have Virgo. We have Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries, strongly Aries, and we have Gemini. So these are some of the zodiac signs that we have over here, right? Okay. So now when I go on to describe your energy in a very simple way, I tell that something new is happening in your life. Something exciting is happening in your life, but you don't fully see it. You don't fully see and fully recognize the energy that is happening, recognize what is going on in your life. And you are not, somewhere, I just want to put this amethyst over here, because you are somewhere not seeing what is happening. There is a lot of hindsight. There is already a lot of, so the next that what we are going to pull up is the blind side actually. So I describe this energy as someone in whose life new things are beginning. Maybe either you have, moved up the ladder, you have got a promotion, or you have got some kind of, achievement, or you have received a new, incentive or some new duty at work. Like you have moved a step above. Maybe if you were a junior before, now you are a manager or on a supervisor level, and or it is either that group that I am channeling, or it is the group in whose life something new they have begun. So a new job, a new business, a new creative project, a new kind of any new beginning that has happened. And I just don't know, but I kind of feel that this is But so this is your energy. So if there is something new which has begun in your life but you are not entirely happy or sure about where it is going to take you, like you are in this transition phase, like you have just begun it, like you have just started that new work, you have just started that new job, you just started that new activity, and there is a lot of tired energy as well, like you are tired, like do you listen to my voice? The weight is getting hoarse, so that's what I'm trying to say, okay? Like you started something but you are not sure about where it is going, what is happening, and you are not clear about the path, you are not confident, you are not clear, and you feel extremely alone. So this card, the Hermit card, you feel extremely alone and kind of lack the love and social support that you were seeking. Okay, now, okay, so this is your energy. If you resonate with your energy, you can stick around. Even if you don't, you still can stick around to see what's happening. But something is happening. A new phase is coming to your life, and you are now moving into something new. You're doing something new. It can also be family-wise, like maybe you just got married, or maybe you have shifted somewhere new, but there is this feeling of being alone, okay? And also the zodiac signs, if you resonated, then you can continue with that. Okay, now we are going to see what is the blind spot of this group, spirit, what they are not seeing. Blind spot, okay. The shuffling was happening off the camera. Sorry guys. Okay. So, blind spot. If you need, we'll pull more cards. You don't see your strengths. Wow, just look at this. Emperor again. You don't see your strengths. My eyes just went to this crystal that I have here. I think this is some form of carnelian or jasper, some rock crystal that I have. Okay. You don't see actually that you have. Okay, I think a lot of you are away from your family, or maybe if you are not away from your family, you are living with them, but you still don't connect to them entirely. Like it could be both of it, okay? Maybe you are living in a place which is called a family, but you don't feel connected to them, or there is a lot of love around you, but that is not the kind of love that you are wanting to receive, if you know what I mean, guys, okay? So I see that, and I also see that what you don't see is your strength. Like you see, this is your energy. Okay, I'll just take this card. This is your energy. This came out in your energy, and this also came out in your blind spot. Do you see? Like you don't see what your strengths are. You are not able to see what you are capable of. You are not able to observe your qualities, your strengths, your plus points, your capabilities. So this is the main thing, and you are too fixated. I'll just put this on top, okay, because this is the main energy. So some transition has happened, and you are not able to see your abilities, your strengths. You are not able to process them. You are not believing that okay, something has happened, now I have some power, some energy, now do I deserve it? There is a question in your mind that do I deserve it? Do I am I going to be utilizing this power correctly? And we have the number 4 and we have the number 10, so something has definitely completed in your life and a new journey is going to happen. But Capricorn and Aries energy is extremely strong over here, right? And we also have, this is Virgo and this is Pisces. So we have Pisces, Virgo, and we have Aries very, very strongly. Now if you have these placements, they might resonate. Okay, you have got the money, you have this earning. It's not like you are not earning. Now those of you who say I'm not earning, no, you are. You just are not earning towards your expecting. Like you are not earning as much as you are expecting. Like you are earning something, but maybe that is not as per your expectation, or okay, or this is not up to your family standards. Like your family might not be, happy with whatever you are doing, so you don't find the happiness, you don't see the happiness. What your blind spot is that you are not seeing happiness, you are not finding connectivity, although at some shape or level it is there, but it is not enough. Okay, and this is not entirely your blind spot, like the reading, as I planned. Your blind spot is actually this, your strengths, and these are the contributing factors to our blind spot. Okay, so you are not able to connect your actual social group or your society or your the main thread or the main link which connects you to your community or your group, that is missing over here. Okay, and the new moon today will actually be starting, the new moon has started already, but the sun and moon are going to be in Leo, because I follow the Vedic system of astrology. So both of these planets, we call them planets as stars, but these two together will actually be in the Leo star sign from tonight, like after 12 a.m, like tomorrow. So this is a very vital point of time. Okay, we are going to see what you should be manifesting and your advice, but you have to understand that this is your blind spot. Okay, now we are going to see how you can walk through your blind spot. How can we walk through the blind spots? Walk through the blind spot. How can we walk through the blind spot? What you can do? Whoop, whoop, whoop. The card almost fell. Lovers. Oh my god. I'm shuffling on camera. I'm shuffling this on camera. This is crazy. See. Okay. I'll keep shuffling, but just your energy is completely resonating. See, we have the Lovers card again. What you should be doing is you should be communicating. See, the Lovers card represents a lot of things. Okay, it's just not about love. It might seem from the pictures that it is about love, but it is not entirely about love. You see, notice how there is an energy that looks to both of these energies that are more physical, more grounded. Like these two are bodies. Okay, so these two are the bodies that this energy is actually, seeing. This energy is actually looking at these two, other energies, angelic energy which is actually looking into both of these energies. So you have support and you have angelic guidance, but what you are not observing and what you are having to go through and how you can solve it is through communication. Okay. I want to take a card from this one, how you can work through, and we'll also be seeing your advice, guys. So just wait till I get this all on side. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How can we work this through? How can we work this through? How can we work this through? Okay. Two cards almost fell down to us. Interesting. Just so that YouTube doesn't censor this. And this is on the top of cups. 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords, Hierophant, and the Lovers. Simply and very easily, you have to gain knowledge. You have to use mind. You are too much in your emotions and too much worried about what you're earning, what your resources are, what you're doing, what you're not doing. That is not the way out, actually. The way out and how you can work through this is actually learning about yourself. and realizing that whatever was there before, this is very mental. So you cannot actually take physical steps or take actions like setting up a routine, going to gym. That is okay, that is great, that is wonderful. But the main change and the main acceptance of your blind spot, that will come when you accept the reality, when you accept the truth, when you see clearly. Okay, see, look at this Hierophant card. You see this eye over here? This is the all-seeing eye. Okay, the Hierophant is somebody who is extremely knowledgeable, who has all the ideas of all the three planes, all the knowledge, the entire Gnostic guru. That's what the Hierophant is. Okay, and with the 2 and 3 of swords, you are actually progressing towards learning, towards knowledge. You are confused, and there have been endings or relationships which have ended in your life, and the new ones will be starting in your life. But before that, you have to accept that it is over. Accept that if you have received betrayals from your family, if you have been through situations in which you have not received love, especially in relationships and in your family, because family is coming up extremely strongly, guys. So if you have received any kind of betrayals from your family, if they have been, your family could be keeping secrets from you, you are not aware of everything that is going on, maybe you are looked down upon. So you have to accept the reality. You have to accept that reality, and only then you can be happy with the changes which are happening in your life. Okay, and be strong in setting boundaries. Like, say what you need to say, and just be very honest, be very open. Okay, you don't have to just lie, or you don't have to just keep on accepting things just because they are happening in a certain way. That is not necessary. Okay, but yes, how do you need to move through or work through this is basically you have to realize that you cannot be on two different boats at the same time. You cannot take care of something that is miles away and something that is in the next room at the same time, in the same minute. No, you have to divide your duties. You have to develop a way of doing things so that it does not deplete you, so that it does not make you feel that my energy is completely lost, because of this you are going to manifest health issues. I don't know if you are already having health issues, but you are going to end up manifesting the health issues if you don't realize that what you want. Okay, there is this energy of duality. Gemini, this is a dual card. Okay, you see duality, and then in 2 of swords also we have this duality. Like, there is this dual energy that is there, and we are all good managers. We can do a lot of things at once, but you have to realize that when to do what. You cannot do two things at the same time. You have to realize that what you are doing at one time requires a lot of your energy. So put your energy into one thing that you are doing, and then you do the other thing. Don't let everyone else's opinions and desires and obligations and demands from you actually push you to the limit of just burning out. Okay, because I see that energy heavily, and that is first, it is going to happen in your mind. It is going to first happen in the way you think and the way you process. Once that is done, then on the physical level you will see a change. So first, in your mind you have to decide. In your mind you have to plan things out. You get that? I hope you do. I'm just going to put this on the top. Okay. And now we're going to see your advice. So before I put the cards, I just okay. So we're going to actually see your advice. So thank you, Spirit. Please can we do some advice? Are these all the cards? You can insert some. Okay. So we are actually now going to see your advice, like what you can do. Okay. And your possible manifestations, because the new moon is all about manifestation. So the new moon is about accepting your new work, new responsibilities, new desires, while respecting the old ones and the old you, but making the necessary changes. Remember that. Okay, that is your main idea. Now let us see what is your advice, what are your recommendations, what energies are there to support you from the spirit. Are visible. I'll just shift these so that we can get this on the frame, right? Okay. Advice and manifestations. Spirit, positive advice and manifestations. Manifestations, right? There are actually certain angelic energies which are supporting you now. If certain angel cards pop up over here, then we can figure out. Okay, this one. Let's see. Okay. Lemonian healing, fire dragons, archangel. We have an angel, we have an archangel. Archangel Metatron, brilliant. See, Archangel Metatron is actually one of the most. Oh my God, Aries. Just see. Aries. Everywhere it's Aries, okay. And Sag. New moon in Sagittarius. Interesting. And this is a okay. The rest of the year is actually going to be quite interesting, especially in the months of October. I mean end of September leaning towards mid of October, and also in December, like around mid of December. So see, I have already predicted that these 2 months are going to be, from August. If you haven't seen my other readings on Instagram, and also I think I uploaded, there was one on YouTube, one of my recent shorts. I will be just linking that down below. You can watch that short. So it is a general energy prediction of August, from August till December, okay? And the energies are going to be actually quite intense. So expect a lot of new information, a lot of new ideas, a lot of new changes to be happening, which is going to be very sudden, which is going to be very random actually. And you will not have the entire idea of how to progress them, and it is going to be fast. So there is a lot of fire energy, okay? There is mainly fire and a little bit of air, but there is mainly fire energy. And what does this fire energy denote? This basically means that there is actually going to be a lot of speed. So the speed of your manifestations, and this is a new moon which is happening in Leo. So it is, tomorrow. Tomorrow is like, if you are following the Vedic system, then tomorrow, even tonight, but tomorrow and tomorrow night, okay, tonight, entire day tomorrow, till Sunday, this is an extremely strong, zone of time. I just want to shuffle some more cards. So I'll be shuffling as I speak. There are going to be actually, it is going to be a very, really strong time period, okay, because this is happening in Leo, this new moon, and this full moon is in Aries, and this one is in Sagittarius. Now, this card is reversed. Okay, luck is on your side. Now, usually in oracle cards, we always don't get through. I personally don't read, reversed cards, but in case this has popped up in your mind, what it denotes is not your ability, not the fact that you are unlucky. That's not how reverse cards work. Understood? This denotes that you don't believe you are lucky. or you don't believe in luck, or you don't believe in, having the good karmic standpoint to manifest things. You understand that? What does that mean? Some of you might ask me that, listen, luck is simply your karmic energy. No one is born lucky and born unlucky. It is your karmic energy. It is difficult to accept it, but it is your karmic energy, and it is the past actions that you have done, and all the pain or emotional, problems, and all kinds of pains, betrayals that you have received from the entire world, that gets accumulated. In your system. It gets stored in your system, and when it keeps on accumulating and storing, that's when it turns into a tendency, into a pattern, into a way of thinking, right? That is when you have distorted cognitive processes, guys, and that is when you start believing that you are not capable, that you are not enough, that you are not worth it. So I'll be holding for these affirmations. You can read these affirmations. I hope they are on the yeah, they are. Okay. I stand in my power and lead others forward. All those who see, I told you before about some of you moving up to a supervising level or a managerial level, or you are going to manage people. You are going to actually receive opportunity where you are going to manage people, or you are going to manage certain where you will be having some authority, some leadership, okay, or maybe you are a creative person who is going to inspire others. So you are actually rising to a position of power, to a place where you will be holding certain important responsibilities. And how do you manage them? If you are not believing in yourself, if you are not believing in your own responsibilities, in your own capability to be responsible, and to not just responsible, to have power enough to take care of things and to help people, you naturally won't be able to do that, because you feel that, oh, I won't be able to do this, I don't have enough power. It's not true. It's absolutely not true. You do, and that is why you have received this growth, or you will be receiving this growth, okay? So please start trusting yourself more. Alright, that is like my main message. That is like your main advice, okay? And these are also some predictions, basically, that new things are going to happen, and you are lucky. So actually, start realizing that you have done good deeds and you will get good results in return. You are not an unlucky pile of burden. You're not. Absolutely not. When it comes to numbers, we have 10, 4, 6, we have 9, we have 1, and over here we have 51, which is a 6, we have 7, and we have 24, okay, which is also a 6, right? So a lot of 6, huh? You have also Archangel Gabriel. See, fire dragons have been popping up so much, and fire dragons, it's a very strong, powerful tool for cleansing these dragons. There is something called the dragon realm, so that's it. And this card also came out, that your hard work is paying off. Capricorn again. Okay. So that is your message, guys. Okay, and you can also use this affirmation. I invoke fire dragons to clear the path to my ascension. Okay. You can take a screenshot if you want to. And this is it, Lemurian healing. So all those who believe that they are from Atlantis or from the star system of Lemurian energy, you are actually connecting to that realm, and you have access to that realm. So please ask for help, because there are a lot of ascended masters who were there in the time of Lemuria, and they have now moved on. Lemuria is still existing, right? It is still existing as a big zone. In some places people are there who are practicing these energies, and some of them have been reborn, some have moved on to some other star system, but we have help and access. Just one thing, be very careful, and always mention that I allow only positive energies to work with me, because There are many low entity field energies, especially who become extremely powerful during the new moon. So be careful that you don't end up connecting to some low grade entity or lower entities, because then they actually appear like the higher realm energies, but they are not. And if your vibrations are low, if you are somebody who is emotionally feeling quite distraught, then you can connect to these energies. Okay, so please clear your space. Say a small prayer. You don't need to belong to any particular religion to call any particular ascended masters. Okay, they are energies, they are not based on religion, guys. So please just sit down, say a little prayer, cleanse your space, light a little lamp, light a little bit of incense. Make sure that it is it's a secret little zone, and save that zone. Like, make a little altar if you don't have in your home, and keep that zone sacred. Like, don't eat and don't do don't use it for everything. Like, just sit on that space and save that space for this ritual only. And you can just sit there every night or every morning, whatever time feels comfortable to you, and just pray a little, ask for help and connect to the higher powers. Yeah, so that's the reading, that's your advice, that's what you can do. You can manifest for clarity, because I feel that you lack clarity. So you can manifest for clarity. You can write it on bay leaves and you can burn. Fire can be used for manifestation. It's going to be amazing. And also earth, because we have a lot of Capricorn coming up. So those who are manifesting for career growth, use a little bit of mud and little bit of fire. Both elements you can use it. You can light something, use soil, write your wish, bury it in the soil, or you can just simply burn something you have written your wish on. And be honest, pray. You don't have to be false. Like, you don't have to be positive even if you are not. If you feel vulnerable, then say that you are feeling vulnerable. We cannot manifest by saying that, oh, okay, I'll be positive, because that's how we manifest. We don't. We manifest only when we are real with ourselves, that I really deserve this, I really want this. And even if you are not feeling that you deserve this, that I just kind of want to make this thing happen, I don't know how to go about it, so can you please guide me, spirit? That is the way you can manifest certain things, right? So be open and honest and vulnerable. Now we are just going to take one more card for advice or anything else, any one message, and it's just one card. Okay, just one card. Anything else extra, any messages, anything else. Okay, and you can see a lot of things which are signs. So bow and arrow, then we have fire, then we have ram, dogs, pets. So a lot of animal signs are also there, which are not your regular animals. So just take in all those signs, and finally we'll just see anything else that my group needs to know, anything else that the group of people I'm channeling for needs to know, spirit. I'll just take one more card. Okay. Anything else? I think it's there in the cards. We'll see. Okay, this one was popping out continuously. My eyes kept on going to this card, but now it came up. Okay, I guess this wanted to come up. Now, okay, let me tell you something. You're going through a transition, and now you will get to know the reality. This upcoming months, see here, these are 5 pentacles, and look at this couple. It's not necessary a couple, it is a lot of, it can have a lot of different meanings in tarot when we technically interpret it. So I'm just going to lay out all the meanings for you, and you can bring it up for your situation. Personally, I think there are 2 types of situations which are happening. So one, I think, is a group of people who are moving. You guys are physically moving and going to someplace else. And when that is happening, I think that there is a possibility of you finding a new group of people, or the old group out of where a handful of you will stick with you, a handful of people are going to, support you, and there is going to be a handful of people or more than that who leave you. See, this year is actually extremely powerful, okay, in nature, in energetic terms. This is the year of Mars. This is the 9th year, and after this we come to the first year. Numerologically, we come to the year of Sun, which is going to be in 2026. So in 2025, a lot of things are actually going to end. If you were suffering from financial, problems, it is actually going to end for a lot of you. Not entirely, but I think you will reach and find results. So please manifest for your finances, okay? That is an information that I'm getting. And secondly, one more thing, in the Leo, so Leo is sitting with Ketu, which is also known as the South Node. Okay, and when Leo sits with Ketu, Ketu cuts things, Ketu ends things. So all those who have Leo in your major places, maybe you are a Leo Sun, you are a Leo Ascendant, whatever you have in Leo, you will see that people are leaving you, situations are leaving you, and it is going to create pain, it is going to cause pain, and then it is going to cause relief ultimately at the end of the day, because this is the time when there is a lot of karmic balancing that is happening, particularly for Leo and also to some extent for Aquarius, because it is just Ketu is actually also looking at Aquarius, right, just on the opposite end. So both of these signs are going to have a rough period now. Also Aquarius, Saturn is in Pisces, so astrologically a lot of things are tying up as well, okay. And yes, I mean, this particular card, 5 of Pentacles, is also, it holds the Leo energy as well. So a lot of things are going to happen. You will be feeling isolated, you will be feeling misunderstood. So this couple is actually standing out of a church. Do you know that? So this is actually a church and they are outside of the church. So if you are somebody, you could be somebody who wants help, who is seeking help, but you are not getting the help that you want from, your community or people that you used to trust, or there is this another possibility that you are actually feeling isolated. So you may be moving to a new place, or you may not be moving, but you are mentally moving and you're mentally, emotionally going to a new place. So that is when also, this feeling of isolation is developing. Okay, but you will have support, you will have love and support, because inside the church is not the only place where God dwells. Inside the religious home or inside the religious spaces is not the only place where God dwells. God is everywhere. Okay, so, and good people are both inside and outside the church, right? So you will have support and you will have love, but yes, many of you are feeling isolated, so that message is getting highlighted strongly, right? So my advice is manifest for the right group of people and the right kind of opportunities, and also financially. Please, when you're manifesting out loud, inside your mind, engrave it and be very strong with this particular ideology that you are going to manifest what is meant for you. Not what, okay, I want this, I want that, no, what is meant for me. And based on your energy level, you will be manifesting things. So if your energy and if your belief is extremely positive and strong, because you have achieved things before, you are not a new manifester, it will be easy for you to manifest. If you are beginning the manifestation process, for maybe last 6 months you're just practicing, it does not develop over the night. It is a quality that will develop over a long period of time, okay? So you will have to work on that. First work on your energy, and based on your energy level, based on the reality that you can accept, right, the reality that you can accept, manifest the things that you want. Okay, so that's the message for you all. I hope everything resonates, and all the best to all of you. Bye bye. Oh, and also please subscribe to my channel if you want to, and you can comment and share it with your friends if you think that somebody is there who is resonating with the message, because sometimes if spirit feels that somebody around us needs a message and that person is not open to the message, they will actually send the message through us. So So the people who are close to you, if you feel that this is relating to some of them, you should actually tell them, okay? Even if you don't share the video, tell them. Let them know what you have understood and that they can follow through, right? So you are going to actually become the medium for someone who is suffering. So if this resonates for you, great. If it does for somebody who is in your vicinity, then please also send this message to them, right? Okay, now seriously, bye.